All right. Hello. Welcome to, sorry, just making sure I was picking up my voice. Welcome to day one or near day one of geometry. Today we're going to be learning about what are the building blocks of geometry, or what is everything based on that we're going to be talking about this year. And how do we name these things? So we're going to be talking about a point, line, and plane. These are the three things that are kind of unable to be defined. They're called the undefined characteristics. And then also we'll be talking about a line segment, a ray, angle, and intersecting lines, and then two special kinds of intersecting lines. So, a point. It's an exact location in space, however it has no length and no width. So it's not 2D, it's not even 1D, it's just a thing that's unable to be defined, really. They have names, so this is point A. And it just gets named with one letter. A line is a collection of points going on and on and on infinitely in both directions. It has no endpoint. So basically, here's a line. It goes all the way left and all the way right. It can be vertical, it can be horizontal, or it can be tilted, diagonal in some way. It's a line because it's got arrows on both sides, and if we have, I need to draw, okay, yeah, point A and point Z, we would call this line Z, line AZ. Let's say we also had more points on here. Let's call it, okay, come on computer, work with me. P and R. That line would be line P, R. And I do get questions. Does it matter which direction they go in? Not really. Not for lines it doesn't. You could also say RP. I also get questions. Do I have to have the arrows? That's so much extra. Yes, you do. If you don't have the thing above it to say what it is, it could be a line segment, it could be a ray, we've got no idea. But a line goes on in both directions forever, so you need to have that symbol there as well. Just a minute. Alright, then we've got a line segment, which is just part of a line. It has two endpoints, and it includes all the points that are between those endpoints. So a line and a line segment is just made up of a bunch of points all squished together forever. So it can go in any of these directions as well. It's named by endpoints. So let's say we just wanted to talk about this chunk of the line segment. That would be called line segment AB. If you wanted to do the whole entire thing from A to D, you could say AD or DA. But notice, a line segment ends at an endpoint, ends at an endpoint. So, therefore, in this notation, we have these. We don't have to draw in the endpoints, that's kind of extra. If you want to, you can. But it needs to have this little line segment above the letters. Now, for lines and line segments, you need 2 letters, whereas for a point, you only needed 1. I see here 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, and then the whole thing would be 6 different line segments within this. So I'll just name one more so you can see. Let's say we just wanted that part. That would be AC, line segment AC, or line segment CA, with the line segments above the letters. Alright, A ray is just a part of a line. It has it starts at an endpoint and then goes on and on and on forever in one direction. It can go any of these ways, and the only thing about naming this is that you have to start with the endpoint first. So this would be a ray AB with an arrow on one side, or ray AC with an arrow. Now it only has an arrow on one side because look, it only has one arrow. And it has to start in A because that's the endpoint. It starts in A. So could you write BA with an arrow? No. Could you write BA with an arrow going that way, showing that the endpoint is A, and then it goes on forever, showing the endpoint is A, and then it goes on forever? No. You always write them left to right. So these two are acceptable, these two are not. Alright, angles, we will be dealing with angles a lot this year. Angles are found wherever lines and line segments or rays or whatever they intersect. So intersect, just think of like streets, intersection, like the light intersection, it's just where they hit. So the main big thing to remember here is that the vertex is always in the middle. So we would call this line, or no, this angle CAB or angle BAC. So notice there, I'm going to change the color so you can see. Oops. The vertex is in the middle. The vertex is in the middle. You go boom, 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 or boom, boom, boom. So this angle is made of two rays. Alright, I kind of already gave it away here, but there are actually 3 different ways to name an angle. The main one that we'll be using is with 3 letters. So we'll start here. This would be angle CAB or BAC. This would be angle A. And this would be angle 1. So whatever is signified there, I envision these two, like this ray coming down and like snapping on this one, and that's how I know what angle it is. More angles. There are 3 different types of angles. There is the right angle. So the degree that this ray is open from this ray, like this area in here, I'm going to put a little box in there. The box means 90 degrees. It's a degree sign. So an obtuse is when it opens larger than 90. So it goes all the way up to straight up and down and then goes some more. And acute, the way I remember this, is it's a cute little angle. And it does not open up to 90. It's smaller than 90. I think you guys have already learned this, so we will go on to intersecting lines. Intersecting lines are lines that cross and have one point in common, right here. So, line AC intersects line DE at point, oh gosh, they didn't name their, oh yeah, they did. They named it right. But, if you're going to say it in words, then you would say it that way. But if you were just going to say it with symbols, you would have to have your arrows like that. So it intersects at point B. That's the intersection. There are 2 special kinds of intersections. One of them is parallel and one of them is perpendicular. Perpendicular lines are lines that form right angles, square corners where they intersect. How many degrees? 90 degrees. Now, look at this. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So all 4 of those are 90 degrees, which means from here all the way around is 360 degrees. So a circle is how many degrees? 360. And just as like a little intro to something we'll do next unit, but I want you to start thinking about it now, see how angle 1 and angle 2 come together to make this line? That's called a linear pair because it's a pair of angles that makes a line, and that will always be 180 degrees. And that makes sense now, right? Because like here's 90 and here's 90, and if they make a line together, the line is 180 degrees. But we will get more into that later. Okay, parallel lines are lines that lie on the same... Oh wait, I didn't tell you how to name this. So I'm going to do it now. We've got point R. We've got point S. We've got point B and H. So the way that you show that these lines are perpendicular in math language is as follows. Line RB is perpendicular, aka upside down. Oh, that looks terrible. Upside down T is perpendicular to line HS. So perpendicular, upside down T. To me, that makes a lot of sense because right here you could draw in a 90 and boom, there's your memory strategy. Parallel lines. Parallel lines lie on the same plane and they never ever cross. So they're always the same distance from one another. And they don't share any of the points. So basically it's just like streets running parallel to each other. So the way that you say it in math language, math notation, is line CD is parallel to line, that's going to be a capital A, B. Line CD parallel to AB. Let me write that one more time. Line CD, line, not line segment, parallel to, line AB. That's how you say it. Isn't math so much quicker and just shorter than regular English? I think so. Alright, so if you're watching this on YouTube, which I don't know how else you would be watching it, but name these things. Let me pause. Alright, so you're watching this. Please pause the video and then and then when you're ready, then you can unpause it. But for this is a line, and I would name it OU. Beautiful. Could you also name it UO? Yes. This one, number 2, is going to be point. Oh my gosh. Point A. Alright, number 3, it's a line segment. If it says, depends on what the directions say, but let's assume here it wants us to name the entire line segment. So it would be A, D, or D, A. Do I need the arrows? No. Number 4, this is a ray, and we have to start in the end point, and you can do B or C, it does not matter. let's go AB also. Alright, number 5. This is an angle, and it's angle, I almost did it wrong, CAB. Alright, we got one more slide. And take a look at the answers, take a look at the answers. Okay. Oh no, 2 more slides. Name that angle. Oh my gosh, they named it the same letters the whole time. Oh, I guess they mean classify that angle. So number 6. So first of all, we're going to be looking for right, acute, or obtuse. So pause it, write down what you think it is, and then play again when you're ready. So this one is a tiny, cute, tiny little angle. It's acute. Goodness. Goodness. My gosh. Okay. Number 7. It's huge. It's open up huge. It's an obtuse. Alright, this one's at 90 degrees, so it's right. I don't know what's going on with my stuff, that it's not writing very well right now. Alright. So this is, we're going to be, I wish they were naming them, but this is intersecting, but it's not intersecting at a parallel. I mean, well, parallel never intersect, but it's not intersecting at this, and you can never trust that it's 90 unless there's that little box. I should have had that in there already, sorry. So this one's perpendicular, so I'm just going to write the math symbol for perpendicular. Number 10 is parallel, so I'm just going to write the math symbol for parallel. And then this one is intersecting. Alright, that's all she wrote. I hope that you think that this is easy and not too bad. And if you have any questions, let me know. Alright, bye. Good luck.